Girl, let's take a moment to celebrate you. You have done so much work on yourself. Like, even if you don't believe that just yet, you've healed, you've grown, you've transformed, and you've made it through. All the things you thought that you wouldn't get past, look at you now. You think differently now. Things that used to trigger a reaction out of you, you're now unbothered by it. You handle things more maturely. Hello, look at everything you've achieved this past year. Even this past month or this past week. I know it can feel overwhelming. You're not exactly where you want to be just yet. But girl, you've shown up every single day and I know you continue to do that. This video is simply a reminder of your progress. Think of it as like a checkpoint. Just to tell you how far you've come and how amazing you are. Recently, while I was journaling, I realized a theme that came up. I was so focused on the future, all the goals that I have yet to achieve. I felt really frustrated at my progress and I felt really hard on myself. Sometimes all you really need is that acknowledgement and a breather, and I hope this video does that for you. So if you're struggling with these feelings, I really hope that this video brings you the comfort and the reassurance that you need. Hey everyone, I'm Trixie and welcome back to my channel where we discuss all things self-development and spirituality to help you become your best and brightest self. If that sounds like your vibe, hit the subscribe button and let's go on that journey together. First mindset shift is reminding yourself of everything you've achieved so far. And it doesn't have to be big. It could be, say, surviving a difficult breakup or learning a skill that you had zero knowledge in, presenting something at class or at work and it was a very difficult presentation but you nailed it. You had your fears and doubts at the time, like you didn't think you were able to do it. Didn't think you'd make it. Look at you. You still made it through. You did the difficult thing, and that's just who you are. You're someone who gets through. Like somehow in a magical way, you get to do it, okay? And you realize that all of that overthinking, all of that worrying was for nothing. Isn't that crazy? It's like all the time I spent worrying, I should have just done it. None of the things that I thought would happen happened. I want you to create a list of everything that you did, big or small. I started doing this and I wrote there, I went to the gym twice this week. I put up a YouTube channel, got accepted to this job. I hiked my first mountain even though I didn't know if I could do it. I realized while I was writing down all of these things, the evidence just grew more and more. You are capable of so much and that list is your proof. Whenever you start doubting yourself again, go back to that list. You've handled challenges before, you can most certainly face what is coming next. Okay, because you got this. Second mindset shift is stop delaying your happiness and give yourself permission to feel it right now. But we often tell ourselves like, I'll be happy when I say get this amount of money or I find the perfect guy or the perfect relationship. Here's the truth, like that is a never-ending hamster wheel because you will never fully be satisfied. Yes, you might receive that money, but now you're gonna think, oh, I need to now buy a house or buy a property with that money. So now I'm gonna look for the perfect house and I wouldn't be fully satisfied, and then the list would just go on and on and on. Take a moment to just pause and look around you because you are living in an answered prayer. It's time to wake up and see. Sometimes when I complain about my job, I realize that this time in 2023, I was crying because I couldn't find a job and I felt so scared that no one would get me. But then now I'm actually earning my own money and it's good. You've been so focused on the next step that you're not seeing. You're not basking in what you have right now. Okay, because what's the point of striving if you're not there to enjoy it? There is just so much to be happy about right now. You have to give yourself some credit first. You have to enjoy what you got going on right now. And remember, it's not really about the money or the person or the job, whatever it is that you want. It's about the feeling that you'll get. Honestly, in the end, like you're really just chasing that feeling of happiness, of joy, of contentment. Guess what? Like you can actually feel that happiness right now. And you access that through looking around you, through gratitude. And I keep pointing this out in my videos because this is a complete game changer. You can tap into that feeling right now. Like when I play badminton, I'm on such a high of like my dopamine levels soar so high. It's just those simple moments. You don't have to wait for the next milestone to experience joy. Well, let's dive into the last mindset shift. Talk to yourself differently. As a recovering perfectionist, I know that voice in your head all too well. Your harshest critic, basically. It constantly shouts negative things like, okay, you're not good enough, you're not doing enough, you'll fail at this. Shh. No, that's all just noise. Looking at that evidence list that you just made, we all know that is far from the truth. Can be tough, really, like to silence that voice in your head. Start talking to yourself like you would a child. Find a picture of yourself when you were younger, save it on your phone or print it out and place it on your desk. When you start bullying yourself, when that perfectionist voice starts creeping in, remember that you're actually talking to that little girl or that little one. How would your tone change? You deserve to be gentle and kind and patient to yourself in this journey. It's completely normal to have your fears. At the end of the day, you're the only one who's got your back. Why not make your inner world, your headspace, your feelings a safe place to be? I get it that it happens sometimes on autopilot, sometimes, it's the way that we were raised. Sometimes that voice in your head is not even yours. It could be like a parent, a strict parent. In this journey, it's all about learning to parent yourself again. The last extra tip really is to just document everything. Document your progress. Yeah, it could be, say, journaling about it every day. Or what I did recently is that I started doing this. Like I've been filming myself and just venting to myself like a whole therapist. Sometimes like I would just really vent everything, and even at times like I would cry. And you just talk to yourself and just release everything. Like have that mental dump. Sometimes we don't know how much we are carrying in our minds, okay? But sometimes we just need an outlet to release all of that. If you have a fitness goal, document that progress. Take a picture of your body every single month. One day you'll watch it, you'll look through those clips, you'll read that journal, just like how I did. I remember when I was feeling so frustrated and hard on myself, I looked back at my old journal entries and I was like, damn, I completely changed. You'll realize that, wow, it was never really about the goal, but how I am eventually changing as a person to get to that place. Girl, once again, you are not falling behind. You're exactly where you're meant to be. It's really incredible how far you've come. It doesn't matter how slow your progress is. What matters is that you are still moving forward. I am so proud of you, and I hope that you're proud of yourself as well for coming this far. I love you, and that's all I want to say for today's video. If this resonated with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!